And maybe it might seem odd, building effigies to forgotten gods, lighting a match and burn with shame. You built an altar to your name. And welcome back to the show. We just got back from break, and before that, we had a very lovely conversation with the ever-so-talented Allison Albright, lead singer of the Cavaliers, about their upcoming album titled Internal Screaming at the Stupid Things That Come Out of My Mouth. The inspiration for these tracks apparently come from memories of embarrassing and awkward moments from when Allison was going through a very unsuccessful, deep, artistic philosopher phase back in high school. I think it's going to be an excellent project, and it's going to be very memorable to all of us. If not now, then in the wee hours of the night when you're trying to sleep and your brain just won't stop talking. Moving on to news, there's an exciting announcement from the glow-in-the-dark Dinosaur Museum. After digging around the Red Rock Desert in the south of the city, paleontologists of the museum have found a special new specimen. We know this because there was a huge parade rushing down Rainbow Road, and a lot of trucks were moving around, singing and chanting about bones, as paleontologists tend to do when they find something exciting. Now, they won't go into detail about what exactly they found, but rest assured, it's a big one.
Oh yeah, y'all are gonna love this,
said lead paleontologist Dr. Carter Arburn.
Believe us, it's all good stuff. Y'all are gonna be blown away. For real. I've seen it and I can't believe the hype. Honestly, I kissed something, but you know, germs and all that is a big problem. Anyways, I probably shouldn't say too much, but okay, you got me. I'll give you a hint. 2 words. Deep ocean. Eep! I probably said too much. Alright, time to go before I get in trouble. Excitement, hyperness. I don't know if my heart can handle this. But here we go.
After finishing his words, he clicked his heels together 3 times and lifted his arms to the air. A sudden gust of wind blew, and half a dozen large red balloons suddenly appeared towards him. Dr. Auburn caught the ends of the strings and floated away. So, yeah, there's something big going on in the glow-in-the-dark Dinosaur Museum. They're planning to reveal this new big thing later this evening. So stay tuned. We will do our best to keep you updated as this develops. In other news, a strange string of robberies has recently hit the city library and archives. We're getting reports of several missing date books, along with information relating back to the former mayor, Celine Judas. Several crucial documents to our city and its founding have also been reported missing. This is very serious, as those historical records are some of the only copies we have of who we've been and where we come from. The police are getting involved, but since they're still disorganized after losing Sheriff Hawthorne, our public record keepers are asking all of you, the public, for help. A full list of everything that is missing is available at the public library. Please, if you see or know anything, talk to the librarians immediately. Even if you don't have any information, please come talk to the librarians. Jeremy is trying to break out of his shell a little and would love a chance to make new friends. Other than that, what? Huh. Well, it would seem that the Wisteria Institute has purchased the entire east wing of the Hall of Public Records. Is that legal? I feel like that shouldn't be legal. Should it? I mean, I wasn't aware that it was possible for an institute to buy something that belongs to the public. But there you go, I guess. Anything goes if you have enough money to do it. A representative of the Wisteria Institute is assuring us that everything is fine. We'll still have access to all the records and information we want, as long as we're willing to pay the monthly subscription fee. Knowledge is power, after all, and apparently that power comes at a cost of $15 a month. And you are free to cancel at any time for no additional cost. Yeesh. I'm really not sure how I feel about that. We're checking in with our Meridarian to see what's going on, but he seems to have his hands busy with a large jar of peanut butter. Huh. Well, I really don't like this. The Wisteria Institute has been growing a lot recently, and well, it's a little too fast. Oh well, there's only so much I can say before the raccoons in finance get mad at me. So let's put this aside and take a break. Why don't we look at something more stable and predictable and reliable? Like the weather. I never wanted us to end up here. Perhaps things can settle with a small explanation. Do you feel a sense of growing fear? I trusted and held you as something so dear. You never had to beg for my cooperation. I never wanted us to end up here. Was there a time when your care was real? Or did I waste my life in pointless dedication? Do you feel a sense of growing fear? I was spiraling downwards and could not steer. Your every word turned into suffocation. I never wanted to end up here. How long did it take for my smile to become a sneer? All my love for you burnt into frustration. Do you sense a growing fear? I tried to keep going until the choice was clear. There was no other path nor iteration. I never wanted us to end up here. I never want your horrid self to be near. This is the start of your eradication. I never wanted us to end up here. Do you sense a growing fear? Well, it looks like a storm's brewing in the distance. It's still a little ways off, but still. Pack an umbrella. You never know when it's going to start pouring. Things are really heating up at the glow-in-the-dark Dinosaur Museum. Museum staff have set up balloons and streamers, and I'm pretty sure I saw someone pull a cake shaped like a Leoplorodon into the building. Dr. Carter Auburn is seen right outside the museum on the steps doing a few elaborate musical numbers with the other paleontologists who are lingering around for more than a few seconds. Right now, they are kick-flipping through the steps from the musical Grease, and it's quite impressive. Seriously, the coordination and choreography is really well put together. It makes me wonder if this was practiced or if all paleontologists just have to know the steps to Greece in order to get their doctorate. Oh well, there's a lot going on down there. You should check it out while there's still space available. To celebrate the new addition to the Glow-in-the-Dark Dinosaur Museum, I have a few fun dinosaur facts prepared for you all today. First of all, what is a dinosaur? According to experts, it's an extinct animal with upright limbs from about 200 to 66 million years ago. Though we don't know exactly what they look like, we can use surrounding rock composition and fossils of the area to get a general idea of what they could possibly be. For example, did you know that the desert in the south was apparently a massive ocean like 100 million years ago? It's true. The whole south was a vast and vibrant sea, and through the years the water dried and things settled into the rocky, orange surfaces they are now. Another fun fact is that most dinosaurs can be sorted into one of three categories: big, really big, and probably a chicken. Paleontologists have used these classifications for various dinosaurs. In fact, if you think about it now, any dinosaur on your mind can be sorted into these. Stegosaurus, big. Brontosaurus, very big. Velociraptor, well, I'll let you be the judge of that. All in all, it's very fascinating stuff. All the city is abuzz with dinosaur excitement. Willow Cafe, which is next door to the museum, is doing an latte art featuring T-Rex skulls and rib bones. The library has all of their dinosaur books and resources out on display for the public to explore. Even our mayor is getting in on the dinosaur excitement. Darian was last seen in Ravens Park excavating small fossils and other minerals that were buried in the sand pit. There's a good chance he was just digging a hole, since that's something that raccoons normally get up to every now and then. But we're not going to question it. Everyone is excited about the new display at the museum, especially Glow-in-the-Dark Dinosaurs Museum's assistant curator, Angelo Sharon. According to them, the museum has been struggling financially for the last few months or so. Lower attendance rates, plus increased prices of glow-in-the-dark paints, and some scandal with bowling alleys illegally being held in the museum exhibit floors have really hit hard on the museum. So the hope is that this new excitement will reinvigorate the public's fascination with dinosaurs and education, and hopefully, just hopefully, they can get out of the current crippling debt that they are buried in. How will this turn out? We'll see. For now, what? Mike, I can't understand you when I have my headphones on. Do you see the lights? Why are you talking to me right now? We're on the air. Wait, what? Well, yeah, I just barely went over talking about the exhibit. Mike, are you for real? Okay, I'll let the people know. Just calm down. Okay, we wouldn't want to get... Mike, stop. No, we're not allowed to say those words. Mike, please, I don't want to get another fine put on the station. The last ticket was really expensive, okay? Okay, we're good. So breaking news, everyone. The big event for today has been canceled. In fact, the entire Glow-in-the-Dark Museum has been canceled. We were just informed from the system of raccoons that Mike has meticulously trained in the art of Morse code over the last few months that the museum and all of its assets have been seized. Patrons and workers alike are being rushed out by large figures in suits. Entrances are being blocked off, fences erected, large vans circle the building. But why? How? Who? What's going on? Who is responsible for this? Who could be cutting the city off from this exciting and fascinating discovery? Well, I'll tell you the answer. It's the same people that shut off access to the catacombs in the Dreamcore district. It's the same people who have been buying up so much of the city lately. The Wisteria Institute has swooped in once again, and once again, they're taking away a fascinating piece of history from the people. Outraged paleontologists and dinosaur enthusiasts alike are rallying outside the building. But it's no use. The Wisteria Institute's personal security is fighting back, insisting that they're only taking what's theirs. Paperwork is being shoved into faces. There's pushing and shoving. It's madness out there. Mike, we need to get a closer look. Yeah, I know. Get the mobile broadcast equipment. No, we'll figure it out. Just go get the stuff. We'll cut to commercial, and we'll find out what we can. We have to, right? It's our job. Stay tuned, everyone. We'll let you know more soon enough. You might feel angry. That is a normal response. Please, try to calm down. We are here for your best interest. We are here for the betterment of our city. We are here. There is no need to be agitated. Everything is working towards a proper end. Everything is working towards our proper end. You just can't see the vision. Trust us. Everything is working towards proper end. What was lost will be found. What was broken will be fixed. You all will be fixed. It's okay. It will all be over soon. Your cries mean nothing. It will all be over soon. Try not to fight back. We are here for you, the Wisteria Institute. We are always here. All right, things have settled down. The raccoons have sent their smoke signals back and forth with Mike, and now we have a full story to tell you. So here's what happened. The Wisteria Institute laid its claim over the new exhibit of the glow-in-the-dark Dinosaur Museum. Apparently, through a string of legal loopholes, a few outstanding debts, and exploitations that are too complicated to properly be explained through smoke signal between humans and large rodents, the Wisteria Institute owned the land that the paleontologists use and were excavating on. And as such, anything found is their property.
Along with that, they've claimed much of the exhibits, the specimens, and archives that the museum has had as collateral to pay off the museum's outstanding debt to them. Naturally, this has led to a lot of backlash from the staff. Dr. Carter Auburn has personally thrown himself into the Institute's security team in an attempt to save the exhibits and historical relics that he and so many others have spent so much time uncovering. "You can't just show up and take away our finds," he shouts. "That skeleton is a piece of our history, of our home. It belongs to the people, and the people deserve to learn and understand where they live and where it's been." Representatives from the Wisteria Institute responded by having Dr. Auburn and several other paleontologists and archaeologists on the scene dragged away and arrested. As he was pulled into police custody, Dr. Auburn kicked and screamed. "You won't get away with this," he declared. "Knowledge is the right of the people, and so long as there is a spark in humanity, they will find the truth sooner or later." Several respected scientists of history, ancient and otherwise, were arrested today. The Wisteria Institute has blocked off the entire museum with their unusually large staff. According to their representatives, the glow-in-the-dark Dinosaur Museum will be closed until the Institute is able to safely extract what they claim to be their rightful property. Once again, the Institute has taken away an interesting piece of the city's history to do with whatever they will. Look, the night show isn't cleared for editorial commentary. We're supposed to be just a silly, happy, fun community show where we talk about the daily goings-ons. Nothing too dark, nothing too opinionated or heavy. I know we've towed the line in the past, but we've always tried to stay lighter where we could. And here, I'm afraid that goal and those lines in which we try to hold to restrict us from reporting everything I wish I could say. Instead, all I can tell you is that the Wisteria Institute has grown recently. Some, many, would say that this growth is rapid and scary. They own so much around the city, and it seems their influence is everywhere. They spread their greedy fingers like wildfire across a dry field, and we are powerless to stop it. I don't know what we can do. I don't know if there's something that should be done. And so instead, let's read a poem. I looked into the eyes of God, and I did not like the thing staring back. A lingering void, a gaping maw. All life and reality consumed in endless black. I looked in the eyes of God, and the lingering void looked back. I drowned in an endless sea of awe. I saw creation bend and crack. I looked into the eyes of God, and I did not like the thing staring back. A lingering void, an endless abyss, a crumbling world condemned by remiss. I looked into the eyes of God. I looked and I saw. I looked. I saw. It's all quiet down by the museum now.
crowds have vanished, the Wisteria Institute has finally left, and most of the exhibits have left with them. Be it as some sort of payment for past debts or damages, or the claim of some other property thing, the Wisteria Institute has left with several very large and very important specimens. The Stegosaurus is gone. All the pterodactyls that were once hung proudly in the air are missing. There is nothing left of the Leopolodon. Instead, there is just an empty room, painted black with various stripes of neon that glow under UV lights that are no longer there. It's gone. They're all gone. All of it is gone. Angelo Sharon, museum assistant curator, sits in the middle of a grand, empty hall, staring at blank walls and empty pedestals where impressive features once stood. They run a hand across the floor. They gaze at a small case showing a couple of cracked shells in the corner, the only thing that was left for the Institute. They cry. This new exhibit was supposed to reinvigorate life in the museum. It was supposed to excite the public's desires for knowledge, to explore the past. Instead, here they are. Instead, it's just an empty room. A shell as cracked and hollow as that small and tiny display left behind by the Institute's mad dash. Angelo lies back onto the floor, curls into a small ball, helpless and frail. They weep. They weep softly and helplessly, lying in the remains of what was once a childhood dream. Many citizens across the city are outraged about this whole thing, and for good reasons, according to some. It was unfair of the Institute to take what they did. It was cruel of them to gut the museum, especially at the height of their moment. Even now, some are talking, organizing, planning, revenge, and other things to set things right against the Institute. What exactly they'll do, I won't say. There are some things that are better left to surprise. And for us, well, we'll just have to wait and see. In the meantime, check in on the paleontologists. Check in on the dinosaur enthusiasts. It's been a hard day for them. I'm sure they could use all the support they could get. Good luck, everyone. I don't know what you're planning, but I hope it goes well.
Dreamgirl City is a production by N.J. Schulze. It was written, produced, and acted by me, N.J. Schulze. Like what you hear, like what you see? Want to submit a poem for me to read, or just tell me that all my effort for the last 4 years has been going towards something good? Shout us out on Facebook, or Instagram, or TikTok, or email us at dreamgirlcityradio@gmail.com. The poem featured for today was The Burden of Knowing, also by me, N.J. Schulze. I should probably put all these poems in some big compilation thing. You guys would like that, right? If you like supporting the podcast, rate and review us wherever you get us, and also spread the word to all of your other podcast friends. We grow by word of mouth, and it's nice to hear chatter from people who like what I make. Thank you so much to all of our supporters and for everyone sticking around. The schedule's going to get a little messy and a little crazy because I have a bunch of other things that I want to do with this podcast, but hang tight. In the meantime, remember, things are gonna get weird, but that doesn't mean we're done here.